Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome to Monday, September 25, 2023. Happy to see you. Happy for you to be here. Waiting for the folks to roll on in because this is live. I love the live situation. Yo, for those who do not know me, my name is SonjaMarie. I said that right. And I'm an astrologer. I'm also a Renaissance artist, which means I write poetry, I sing a little bit. Um, I write books. I do all kind of healing modalities. I do everything, a little bit of everything. That's what that Renaissance part is. So, hello. Nice to meet you here. Please remember to hit that like button if any of this resonates with you and subscribe if you like. Please and very please, as I grow my channel, slowly but surely, I thank you and I wish that you would subscribe and hang around. If you are used to me and know me and how we do things here, hey, welcome back. I appreciate you being here. You could be anywhere else on the planet. Or listening to anybody else. That's for sure. For ding dong, damn sure. So thank you. I appreciate you. I am going to make this quick announcement, and then I'm gonna say hello to the folks that are rolling on in. Yo, we have 2 spots available still for the Wordlife Astrology Retreat. We're going to Belize July 11th through the 15th, and I can't wait. I tell you honestly, I wish I was there yesterday. I'm over it. I'm over it, y'all. I'm over it. Anyway, it being the United States. So the bottom line is that we are going and we have 2 spots available, and I want you to go. So please click the link in the description box below or go to my website at wordlifeastrology.com. You can pay by payment plan as well as pay in full. Okay, and there's some awesome perks, as you may or may not know. Everybody gets their own bedroom and their own king size bed. There are 3 restaurants on the property, and we also are given our own buffet style food. You can order from any of the 3 restaurants or eat from our buffet. Steak, lobster, all kinds of shit. This is all inclusive, y'all. Yep. The only thing that's not inclusive is airfare. You have to get yourself there. And then once you get to Belize, there's another small plane or a long ride on the bus, about 3 hours. The short plane is 25 minutes to get to Belize because we're on the peninsula. Yeah, that's right. Sounds fancy, but I don't know. So anyway, if you're one of the last 2 to come on through, do that thing there. Let me talk to the folks. Let me see what's happening to everybody. What's going on, Phoenix? Hi, Katrina. What up with you? Just Brianna is here. Ramon Williams. Hi, honey. Jay Walker is here. Imani and Medea. Happy belated solar return to Medea. Medea, that sweet little Virgo. We in Libra season now, but I remembers. Now, oh, wait, what up? Now, oh, wait. Giselle is here. Look at that, Cancer under Cancer. And then Danielle. What's happening, Danielle? I love you, mamas. True Empress Right. Naisia, what's going down? Oh, I love when y'all roll on in this, motherfucker. I love it. Hi, Zoe. Nice to see you here as well. Thank you, y'all. Thank you. Thank you. Hi, Anjay. Libra season, boo boo. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Like I said, for being here. It makes me really, really happy. And I feel very, very connected when I see y'all and talk to y'all about some things that's been on my heart and soul, and prayerfully can resonate with some things that's on your heart and soul. It makes me feel useful, purposeful. Get up and do some things. So thank you. I don't take it lightly. Thanks for being here. All right, let's get to this week. But before we get to this week, I want to be a little vulnerable. I went back and forth with this because Spirit kept saying, talk about it. And to be truthful with you, I was like, I don't want to talk about it. And Spirit was like, well, you may be able to affect somebody. And I said, I know. Please be patient with me today, y'all. Today is a really interesting, goofy, emotional kind of day. I'm not even gonna lie. So just rock with me, roll with me. You want to add to my goofy, you want to add to whatever, you want to say you're in the same space or you're not. I don't care. Let's talk among yourselves. But just please let me be myself because I don't know where I'm at right now. The bottom line is this. I was talking to God. God said, say it. I said, no. God said, say it. I said, okay. And I think the reason why I'm prompt to share this with you is to show y'all honestly what it is that a person that you've entrusted with information knowing damn well I'm nobody's guru or prophet, but you entrust me on some level with information. But knowing that there is this person that you entrust that goes through whatever I go through, and I've come on here and cried and released and been mad, sad, all kinds of shit. But and I'm grateful that this is a safe space to do that, somewhat, maybe because it's public and shit. But the bottom line is, we've created this space, and I'm grateful to share. At the same time, I want y'all to know the work. That's where I was going to. The work that I do personally, and probably you can see it within yourself. Now, that leads me to a whole nother point in what I'm saying. Forgive me. Let's go. I woke up this morning in tears today, and I truly did not know why until I really thought about it. I actually went to bed with this awesome ass guided meditation in regards to letting go, letting go emotions, letting go of the past, letting go of outdated information, letting go. It was literally an all night. Like YouTube has these dope ass guided meditations. I'm not lying, y'all. Get up on it if you want to do a little bit of work. You understand what I'm saying? Just to touch, meditation and sound vibration and all of that shit is helpful and beneficial. Anyway, the bottom line is I utilize it. If you want to, that's cool. If not, that's cool. Find something else. The bottom line is I left this on all night and I woke up 6 hours later, like feeling a heavy on my chest and saying to myself, why the fuck? What the fuck? How the fuck? Is it premenopausal? Am I about to get my cycle? What am I going through? How do I feel? Is because I'm not doing too much? Am I doing a lot? I mean, like honestly, fishing for the answers and the questions. Please be patient with me, y'all, while I express this. There's a reason and a method to my madness. So I says to myself, oh, it's the fucking meditation, man. In the middle of the night, through your subconscious, her meditating and going through all the things that, it's a list of shit that you're releasing, and it's going through my subconscious, and it's literally bringing this stuff up my heart. And I wake up and I'm like, I don't know why I'm crying. I don't know. What is going on? And I just kept... Oh, that made me giggle. I just kept hearing, it's coming out, it's coming out, it's coming out, it's coming out. I literally was feeling everything and everybody. Like clients, past clients I haven't thought about in years, friends that I've had the most challenging breakups with in the past recent years, thinking about old ex-boyfriends when I was teenagers. Like all of this stuff was just coming up and out of my heart, and I don't know if I could really handle it in that moment. But I'm praying, I'm crying, I'm crying, and I'm going, why, and then I say to myself, I want to find a way to share this, but I'm scared. God said, share it. I said, I don't know how. I don't know what to say. And then I heard this. And this is the part that made me really want to share. These tears are not for myself. These tears are for y'all. These tears are for especially Black and brown women, especially how we hold so much doing this meditation one day. And I'm gonna go for 11 days, y'all, because I'm getting this shit up off my chest every night for 11 days. Yep. You can hold me accountable if you like. The stuff that we hold and how it gets incredibly buried and convoluted within our soul and within the creases of our being. And how, as Black women, as brown women, we are overlooked, and all the things that especially if you're Black and brown. So I'm preaching to the choir, but the bottom line is, it sometimes leaves a lot of us not only reclusive, but incredibly sad, bitter, and angry. And I personally am overseeing it on us. 50 plus, especially 60 plus years old. Us carry the heavy without being willing. Now it's layers to this. truly, because there's so many variables. It's not just blanketed one statement, but we carry so much. And then oftentimes we don't know how to express what it is that we are carrying. Then when we try to express what we're carrying, other types, other races or people or men, whoever they may be, will diminish and or belittle and or put their foot on the necks of those Black and brown women who are feeling the pain of our babies leaving, of not being loved completely, all of these things, right, that are coming up. We get into this space and we're told to quiet, we're told to hold it, we're told to shoulder it. We're told, oh, you did all right last time, help me. Or at the very least, which looks really, really whack and people don't know it, they bring up their stories. When we start to express, it's like, oh, that's what you're going through? Look what I'm going through. Then it becomes a weird competition. I know y'all know this. I'm telling you what's on my heart. I'm telling you what's on my heart because I'm preparing you astrologically for what's about to go down this week. And what's about to go down this week begs us to do what I did at the beginning of this conversation, is to go deep into our hearts and soul and prepare for the change and the switches that are happening. You know why? Because Uranus is on one. Uranus is saying the changes are here. Like literally, we know we're changing. We know we're changing. We know we've gone through several layers of change. However, what we don't know what's about to come, in my opinion, right, is that we're being forced to change the things inside of our emotional body that we are resistant to. Why? Because it's going to bust up. It's going to either bust us up and out of this strong woman, strong person, man hold that we're in. Is going to bust us up and out of these walls that we've been protecting ourselves by, allowing us to be more and more vulnerable. But I don't know, are you emotionally able to handle that? Are you fragile to handle what happens on the other side of this? When Uranus says switch, you're giving your blessings, you're giving the opportunities, you're giving your man, you're giving your woman, you're giving the ones to love you. God is showing you this is your life. And then emotionally, you get fucking washed over like a monsoon. Why? Because maybe you didn't take the time to see how you played, and I'm pointing to my heart because the ache is still there. How we chose and choose to hold on to that pain that has been applied to us. Do y'all hear what I'm talking about? Y'all know I check in every now and again, and y'all know I'm deep. I don't like talking about bullshit. I can't stand bullshit, little side talk, little bullshit, little, yeah, he's cute. She got him cute. That's cute. We gonna do this thing? Let's go to the depths. So here we go. So we're going to change. But here's the deal. This is our responsibility. When Uranus switches, Uranus has 5-6 aspects this week. And when Uranus says it's time to switch, it's literally a motherfucking light switch. Again, what's dangerous is if your heart ain't prepared. That's what makes me cry. Because all the pain is coming up. And then I start to think, because of who I am, what about the pain of my sisters? What about the pain of my friends? What about the pain of my mom? How is this all going to play out for everybody? What? My existence is a very interesting existence that I don't expect anybody to understand. I really, 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 really don't. But I know one thing, I'm getting up and up out of this shit. Something got to change. Because I'm not holding it like my grandmother did. I'm not holding it like my great-grandmother did. And God bless them beautiful people. God bless them all, because they died with all of that. I'm not going to cry today. I don't want to. But the bottom line, how you going to get ready? How you going to get ready, y'all? Because we're here. They're gone. God bless them. They can assist us. But we're here. We got a chance to change this shit all around. Again, I don't know where all of that came from, and I pray that it was successful in its delivery. Because oftentimes, again, when I'm told to say something, I don't know how and why. And I don't know as the storyteller how to present it or as the facilitator to present it. And sometimes it just feels like it just all blurts out. And I'll read your comments in a minute. I just don't want to get distracted because I think y'all gonna make me cry. And I'd rather just focus on what we're doing here. But I encourage you, I really, really do. I encourage you to get to the meat, get to the hard parts, y'all. And I say all this to say, and I use myself. And Squirrel, I had a reading one day with this lady. And I asked her afterwards, so like I do as a check-in for many of my clients. So I hope that resonates with you. And I hope it was prayerfully, it helped you in some kind of way, right? So they can tell me no, or they can tell me yes, or they can tell me how, or whatever the case may be, or what was the best part. It's like a short little survey. Not really, but really, right? This lady says, well, yeah, it was cool, but you talked almost about yourself the whole time. I said, did I? I talked about me? Or was I talking about me in story form so you can see yourself through me? I was raised by mentors, elders, who were very savvy and griot-like. We don't talk about ourselves. I don't spend 16 minutes to talk about myself for my ego, even though I got a lot of Leo, for my ego to get brushed up on, to shine in that way. I'd rather not. Truly. If anybody knows me, I'd rather not. But the bottom line is this. As mentors, as shamans, as healers, as elders, they find a way to quietly tell you about yourself through themselves. It's effective. So that's why I talk about me oftentimes, because I can only talk about me. And prayerfully, maybe you can see you in me. I'm taking a long time to introduce this week. And again, I hope it hits. I really, really pray that this is worthy of the time, your time. I do. Let's get going. Monday, today. And let me know what you think. I'll read back in a minute. Monday. Today's the moon is in Aquarius. It was very interesting because Aquarius energy is not really cryy like. That's almost like, is it in fucking Pisces? What's going on? Look, that's coming up. But anyway, today, the moon is in Aquarius. It's about the humanity piece. Maybe, again, I'm crying for the people. I'm crying for the people. Aquarius is all about humanity and the crying for the people, y'all. So Mercury is going up against, in the best way, in a good way, Jupiter. Jupiter is going to reverse, as we know. There's still 5 planets in the sky that's retrograde, or 6. I got to count. Mercury, trine in Jupiter. Put your mind on the blessings, even if there's no good one to hold on to. Ooh, that's a good one. So keep your mind on the blessings, even though you feel like there's nothing good to hold on to. What I mean is, for instance, an example. If you have 10 things in front of you, one is a mansion, one is a Benz, one is a Rolls Royce, one is an ice pop, and one is a tree, one is your dog. The bottom line is as all of these things are fading, because Jupiter's going to reverse and the blessings are fading. As all of the things are fading, and in order to be restructured, because nothing really dies, it just fades and it transforms and it comes back up and gives you something different, right? But these things right now, because Jupiter is in reverse, is fading out, right? And there's like 1 or 2 things that are worth holding on to. The point of the matter is that don't fade. Focus on the fade out. Focus on your dog, your motherfucking, what was the other things that I said? Oh, an ice cream pop. You know why? Because the Benz and the Rolls Royce and the mansion and all that shit is just trivial anyway. It's prioritizing the blessings that's coming through. And you are thinking, Mercury is saying to Jupiter, think about this. Which things are we holding on to? Talk about these things. Which blessings are there in my life that I can focus on and magnetize and multiply because I am looking at it, because I am talking about it or writing about it. This is Mercury trine in Jupiter retrograde. So it's like, how can I talk, think, write, plan about the 2 things that I'm holding on to, the 2 blessings that I know for sure, my dog and the ice pop. Y'all get that? Okay. The moon is squaring Jupiter going retrograde. So we don't feel like it. How about that? The brain is saying, yo, I want you to hold on to these things. This is the practical thing to do, motherfuckers. What's going on? Life is still going on. But the heart is saying, oh, but look at all the babies. But look at all the things going. You get what I'm saying? The emotional body is like, come on now. How are we going to get the people together? If we're losing the mansion and the Benz and all of these things and all these blessings are fading, the emotions say, well, what about the people? What about humanity? What about, you get what I'm saying? Are y'all with me? Y'all with me? I just want to make sure. Another aspect for today, the moon is irritating Mercury. Oh, look at that. Okay, so Mercury is in harmony with Jupiter, thinking about the blessings to hold on to. The moon is squaring Jupiter. I might not feel good about that. Even though the brain is going, yes, think about it. The feeling ain't so good. And then the feeling is literally irritating the brain. The brain is irritating the feeling. That makes sense, right? But the bottom line is don't let it. Irritated by being forced into think instead of basking in premature glory. That's the point. You're mad. The emotions, the reactions in that brat reaction is mad because it wants to celebrate the car, the Bentley, the rose, the mansion, the ice pop, and the goddamn dog. You get what I'm saying? Ego says that. The brain, the emotions want to hold on to that. It's like, it's not practical because we can't hold on to everything. We only got two hands. Stop playing. That's today. Okay? Hold on to the popsicle and your dog. Tuesday, the moon goes into Pisces at 8:18 p.m. Before that, of course, it stays in Aquarius. So the first aspect is the moon in Aquarius, trining Mars in Libra. Move on what's real and not imagined. I like that. Because this is a week in which we need to be motherfucking clear. Ain't got nothing to do with emotions, even though the emotions are coming up and out. Let me rephrase that. Allow the emotions to come up and out. However, we can't respond nor move or try to make some sense of those emotions. Does that make sense? Yes, y'all? It's almost like what I was just doing right now. Trying to talk to you and laugh and joke at the same time, but knowing damn well I need to get this thing out my heart right now because it's about to make me cry in 3, 2. You get what I'm saying? I love that. So the thing is that tomorrow we have to move on what's real. The imagined and the emotions are not necessarily being played like in tomorrow's movements, in tomorrow's schedule. You understand what I'm saying? Be motivated, Mars, by what's real, the moon in Aquarius, by the people, the moon in Aquarius. Make sense? Tomorrow also the moon in Aquarius is opposition to Venus in Libra. Express yourself for the sake of the win-win with fierce passion. That's when Libra really, really steps into place. It's like, yo, not Libra. Well, in some way, but what I really mean to say is that the moon in Aquarius, which likes Libra, is a good deal, come from the same area, but it's opposition that Venus and Leo is passionate. Understand that? I have Venus and Leo, so you know, right? But it's opposition to moon and how it needs to be expressed. So instead of being passionate and forceful like the lion in your desires, right? The moon says, let's take that same passion, but let's involve the people. Let's be Aquarius-like. Let's think this thing over. Let's respond in a way in which everybody is winning. Let's respond in a way in which we're planning for the best result. Let's respond in a way, let's take all that passion you have and let it come out like organized, real, ready. Does that make sense? Playing off the oppositions. All this heat, and then let the steam just come on out and make sure it lands exactly where it needs to land. And an Aquarius, thoughtful. Aquarius is a very, very thoughtful, intelligent type of way. Make sense? Good. Tomorrow, first aspect in Uranus, I want y'all to pay attention to all the aspects in Uranus. This is what I was talking about a couple of minutes ago in regards to the change that's happening. Are you ready? Again, it's like the switch on the motherfucking wall. That's how Uranus works, y'all. Like a switch. And with 5 freaking aspects this week, something's about to switch for y'all, for me, for everybody. Something is like, boop, we're going to wake up and be like, I'm pregnant. I got $10,000 in my account. I just won the lotto. I.e. squirrel. If I win the lotto, everybody on here is getting $10,000. Everybody on here. You get 10,000. You get 10,000. Anyway, those are the switches. Those are the surprises that can happen because that's Uranus and it's surprises. Uranus is all about rebellion too. So on Tuesday, the moon will square Uranus. First aspect, your rebellion keeps you rebellious. Your rebellion keeps you rebellious. Make sure it's not working against you though. You get that? Your rebellion keeps you rebellious, almost like you are forced to stay rebellious or forced to go against the change that's happening. Does that make sense? Why? Because the moon in Aquarius says, I know what I need to do. I don't need you telling me anymore. I don't need you telling me how to switch. I don't need you telling me how to change. I don't need you telling me how unique I am. I don't need you telling me an individual that I need to be or that I am or the fact that you don't like it. I don't need you telling me none of that. I'm going to push back. Rebellion for your rebelliousness? I'm just saying. Watch out for that, number one, because the switch is coming. So it's setting you up, but it's irritating you first to go, I don't know if I want to do that. And all up in your shit. Think about it. On Tuesday, tomorrow, we're only on Tuesday. Good God. The moon in Pisces. As it goes into Pisces, it will now conjunct Saturn in Pisces as it goes retrograde. Did you know Saturn is in Pisces at 0 degrees right now? It will stop at 0 degrees because I believe it's about to go direct. And as it goes direct, all you Pisces sweet ass people will feel Saturn on your back again because now it's going to start from 0 degrees Pisces and go direct and go all the way through 29 degrees of Pisces. Yep, that's it. But the difference this time around, this is a quick little read for all those Pisces people or people who have Pisces moon or Pisces rising, okay? It won't be as hard this time. As Saturn goes into Pisces and as Saturn stays in Pisces and then switches station direct, and I'm probably giving you information I'm going to give you in a couple of weeks when it does go direct, but I want to tell you it won't be as bad because you will recognize the hardships. You will recognize the places and spaces in which you've been working on, and you're like, oh, I know that. Let me just get my wrench real quick. As opposed to the first time it went over, you was like, do I need a wrench? Do I need a hammer? Somebody help me in the middle of the fucking street, all dramatic and shit. Now you see the problem and you'll go, oh, okay, I went through that already. Next. Oh, okay, that's what you got. You got muscles now, Pisces and Pisces rise and Pisces moon people. You got muscles. Let's do it. So on Tuesday, when the moon conjuncts Saturn in Pisces, utilize the intuitive discipline to face fears. Got this? So for everybody, it's like, wait, hold on. Before we make the switch and we go direct, emotionally, we got to check in with what these fears and these boundaries was telling us. Yes, and very yes. Yes, and very yes. Squirrel had a conversation recently in which I put up some boundaries that felt very, very, very uncomfortable. Why? Because I'm a Black woman and I'm supposed to power through some shit, right? Why? Because I'm a Black woman, I'm supposed to handle it, shoulder it. I'm supposed to say, it's okay, baby. I'll pay the extra. It's okay, baby. I'll wait for you to come. It's okay. I'll put myself out. So with the moon conjunct in Saturn, this has everything to do with everything I was just talking about. There's an ease that comes over us in regards to how we put those boundaries, how we set those boundaries. And your ego in this moment in time may say, Sonja, I really don't have no problem with that. Okay. But what about your heart? What does your heart say? Does guilt come up? Does shame come up? When the moon is in conjunction to Saturn, it's going to prompt you to feel all of these things again in regards to your boundaries, restrictions, limitations, your fears, your lessons, and all of that. To say, are you okay? Are you really okay with that through and through from an intuitive space, from a spiritual space, from a loving, compassionate, unconditional space for you and the receiver? Are you okay with these boundaries? Are you trying to hold on in a weird passive aggressive way? Check it is the point. This makes sense. Y'all all right? 100K? You want 100K now? Wait, talking about the lotto? Come on now. Okay, I know you. I'll give you 100K. All right. Does that make sense, everybody? True Empress, right? You get that? Thank y'all for listening so intently. I was told the other day, by the way, somebody emailed me and said, Sonja, you don't have to say, do you hear us? We're with you. when you are talking and we ain't saying nothing, we listening. And I said, how is this person talking for everybody? I said that in a very, very light way, but then I smiled and said, thank you, because I feel that too. I do feel that too. I feel y'all listening. So thank you to that person for emailing me that, because that made me feel good that day. It did. Sometimes I'm like, is this thing on? Wednesday, the moon stays in Pisces. Okay, get ready to cry. If you haven't already, here it comes. Or at the very least, like I said, is making you strong in your boundaries. It's making you strong in your intuition. It's making you strong in those spaces and places that, Pisces is beautiful on so many levels. Like, I can't even really start to begin to really explain how I feel in my heart about Pisces energy. But I will tell you one thing. It's never ending. And what I mean by that is that a lot of people get Pisces energy twisted, even Pisces, meaning that they think in this weird ass society, because they're not as aggressive as most, then they're not being felt, that they are, or that information is not, the Pisces information is not being felt, it's not valid, it's not worthy. And it's all but true. It's not even true. You ever see the ocean come up on the shore all nice and calm, and then all of a sudden see the video of a fucking tsunami? I.e. Pisces. Don't underestimate the power of Pisces Saturn trying to get you right now. Check them fears, all that shit. And when the moon is in Pisces, it's the same, because now it's saying check into the emotions about these fears and shit is the point. So the moon in Pisces is quincunx in the sun. You know why? Because Libra and Pisces is 150 degrees away from each other, and it's a little irritating towards one another. Emotions want to go deep, but the ego says keep it charming and relatable and fair. So if you feel like you want to go deep, but then it's part of you that says, I just got to kind of keep it light, break your day up. Don't get irritated. It's a wasted energy. Irritation is. I know it's very, very surprising at times. It kind of just comes over you and you don't know how to manage it. But at the same time, when you catch it, release it. Frustration and irritation. Why? Because you can't do shit. What you gonna do? Beat up irritation? That's like swinging on the invisible. Y'all got my poetry? Probably not, but it's all right. Wednesday, the moon, and I said that nicely, not in a way that y'all are not smart, but sometimes I say shit and I don't even get it. The moon will sextile Jupiter, going retrograde. Believe in the blessings that got you here. Oh shit, I put that in bold. Believe in the blessings that got you here. Do I have to say more? I really want somebody to answer that. Do I have to say more? Believe in the blessings that got you here. Do I have to say more? Come on, weird ass fucking YouTube. No, Ashley. No, way. I don't need to say more, do I? I don't need to say more, do I? Right? Right? Believe in the blessings that got you here. That's all. Thank you for answering that. Miss Lady J said, no, but continue. However much you want to say. I just heard you in my head. That was cute. Listen, keeping it going on Thursday. Y'all really want me to go on in that? I'm trying to tell you. And here's the thing about believing in the blessings that got you here. I said I was going to go on, but let me tell you, you can't attach to ego to that. Some people like to brag and boast about the blessings that got them here. You know, those motherfuckers are the ones that get hit first. That was weird. But let me tell you this. Like, I saw a movie visual in my head right now. How one that wins the golden ticket or whatever. And he's winning the golden ticket, but distracted by all the things that are going on around. He's so distracted by the golden ticket, he don't realize it's a goddamn ball that's about to drop on his head. When we believe in the blessings that we have sometimes in an ego space, it can take us out. It can say, I got here on my own recognizance. I got here doing my own thing. I got here, nobody, I did this. I was trying to think of that Training Day line, but I missed it. Y'all can say it if you want. That's dangerous. That's dangerous because you didn't get there by yourself. You had a host of people on the other side and on this planet. Humility is necessary oftentimes. I read a post that said, fuck humility. Okay. Well, go off on your own then. You get that? Okay. Thursday, the moon is in Pisces and then it goes into Aries. But while it's in Pisces, it's going to quincunx Mars because Mars is in Libra too. It's also going to quincunx Venus because Venus is in Leo. Now, the reason why I put them two together just now is because if you take the village hut, I can explain that Venus and, if I haven't explained already, but I explained it deeper in the hut. Venus and Mars have a very, very interesting relationship. So if the moon is quincunxing both Mars and Venus, our desire and our movement is a little irritable on Thursday. Be very, very patient with yourself and everyone else around you. I wrote here, waking up a little bit crunchy, not sure what to do today. Not even sure why you are so irritated. And suddenly you have a lack of passion. Listen, again, don't beat yourself up. It's passing. It's frustration. It's irritation. It's something that we can switch and pivot on if you are aware of it. Is the reason why I say it like that. Make sense? All right. At 8:06 in the morning, though, Eastern Standard Time, bust this shit. Yeah, that quincunx happened in the middle of the night, but the bottom line is that it still affects you when you wake up. But when we wake up, 8:06 a.m., like I just said, Eastern Standard Time, the moon will now sextile Uranus, second aspect. Right? Look for a quick switch and the feelings of snapping out of it. Now, that's fucking bipolar if I've never even seen. So here's the deal. Here's the second aspect of Uranus saying what? Bring on the what? The change. Uranus is about change and rebelliousness and individuality and the weather. So Uranus says, bring on the change. The moon says, okay, it's a sextile. It's harmony. So on Thursday, you wake up feeling all crunchy. You don't know what the fuck, who am I? What am I doing? And then all of a sudden, Uranus says, switch. It's a bright day, babies. You get a phone call, you get a text, somebody reminds you how beautiful you are. It can be big or small. I can win the lotto that day and I'm gonna give now away $10,100. Right? I'm saying that could be the day because the moon is in direct harmonious alignment with surprises and changes that need to happen. You got it. On Thursday, the moon will, though, quincunx. That's not right. The moon will conjunct Neptune going retrograde. Review your spiritual practices. Find your aim. So even if these surprises come up, Sonja, you just won $165,000 million gazillion dollars. Oh shit! And if a bitch go outside and run naked up and down my goddamn street, here come the popo, and I can't spend my money because I'll be in jail. So the bottom line is keep your spiritual aim. The moon conjunct in Neptune says, stay in alignment. Stay reviewing what you need to do spiritually a little bit different to deal with these blessings and these switches that are about to come. That's what I was saying earlier. Get into the heart, get into the imagination. It's not the emotional body, but Neptune is the space and place in which you reside before you get to the emotion. I'm explaining that in the village this week. Oh, I can't wait. That's a beautiful, beautiful, yeah. So you get that? Neptune is the outer layer of the emotions. Emotions and expressions are a little low level, y'all. Dare I say it? The most expressive person here on this goddamn YouTube. The bottom line is Neptune says, let's set up spiritually what those expressions are going to be about. You dig? Do you dig? So on Thursday with the moon in relation to those, to that Neptune is like, okay, so spiritually we got to get it together. So spiritually we got to set our standards and our morals about, what can hurt my feelings, what can't hurt my feelings as these changes are happening that day. You get what I'm saying? Keeping that on review. Please understand that. If you don't ask questions, put a question mark in the front and in the back of the sentence because I'm here to answer questions today. If y'all can't tell, I'm a little hype. The moon will sextile Pluto going reverse. So we have Pluto, Neptune, Uranus, Jupiter, and Saturn all going retrograde, by the way, just to reiterate that. I believe that's it. The moon sextiles Pluto on Thursday. The Neptune practices reestablishes your power and your authority. Ooh, I love when that happens. Let me do some choreography on this goddamn YouTube. And dip, boop. Yo, Pluto says, pay attention to Neptune, please, on Thursday. and realigning your goddamn spiritual space and your spirituality and how you should present these boundaries in the most loving, unconditional way. Why? Because it reestablishes a power in which you've been trying to get. And this power and this authority and seniority is not tangible, nor can anyone else kind of see it. It's within you. Knowing that you stood up for yourself, knowing that you asked for more, knowing that you want more in life, knowing that you're going to get it, knowing that you're going with the changes, knowing that you are faithful, knowing that you believe in God, knowing that you trust yourself and your reactions, knowing that you trust Uranus, bringing you exactly where it needs to be with the switch of a fucking button. You understand what I'm saying? Are y'all with me? On Friday, the moon will be in Aries, and it's a full moon on Friday, 6 degrees Aries. Like I said on Instagram, I don't know if you heard me, but that full moon in Aries at 6 degrees is going to happen at 5:58 a.m., 5:58 a.m., 5:58 a.m. on the east side of life. So when we wake up, y'all, do yourself a favor. Walk slow. Almost like you're walking through a minefield. I remember almost every full moon in Aries. Why? Because when it squares Cancer and Capricorn, we feel it the most. For real. So be careful. The moon is about expression. The moon is about emotion. The moon is about karmic information that's hiding out deep within the crevices of our bodies and our soul, our DNA, our soul blueprints that we never, ever, ever, ever really see nor comprehend, that wants to come up and out in an Aries type of way. Explosive. Ready to fuck somebody up. Y'all get it? Be careful is all I want to say. It's not worth fighting as we are building. It's not worth attacking as we are all changing. And the way I see that thing playing out sometimes, and for some of us, I just got hit intuitively, is the fact that that Aries energy wants to prompt someone. I see it wrong. Ooh, why you just give me like 5 fucking examples? It's in regard, it can show up in a whole bunch of ways. But because we are switching and manifesting and changing this week, that full moon in Aries can show up in a way that it feels big and bold and vindicated for coming out and going, I know what the fuck I'm doing. I know who I am. I'm big and bold in Aries, and I confront anybody who wants to ask me that or answer me or fucking question me. That's the real word I was looking for. Question me on that. Question me on that. Why? Why you want to fight? And why you need to prove to the next person that you know what the fuck you're doing? Does it matter? Is all I'm asking. Does it matter that you prove to somebody else that you got the shit, that you're growing, that you're changing, that you're shifting, that you're manifesting? I met a young girl in Trader Joe's the other day. I was like, what's up? What's going on, Mo? I love Mo. She's so cute. I said, how you been? I'm manifesting. She's so damn cute. Mo, I'm manifesting. I get that. But with this full moon in Aries, I was swinging in the example is that emotional expression may want you to be too bold about that thing. Not everybody needs to hear that. Not to Mo, but on this other day. It may come off as, I don't know, I'm the leader of the pack. Whatever I say, go. You know why? Because I have all these regimens. I have all these meditations. I have all these things that I've been doing. It's helped me. I want you to do it. I'm going to put it on you. I'm going to force you. You can't do that to people. This is my YouTube. I do it because it's here. People get it if they want. But in real life, you can't force people. And Aries energy is very baby-like, as y'all already know. So it will do its best to be like, no, I know it. Because I'm an Aries, because I'm a baby, and because I see something that's good. And I'm excited about sharing it. That's the real thing. I'm excited about sharing it, and it worked for me. So I like for it to work for you. But the same things that work for me don't work for you. That's why this YouTube is so dangerous. Trust and believe. Because I don't know what y'all do after this. What works for me don't work for you sometimes. You have to be responsible, mature enough to take what's yours and discard the rest. And I'm not saying you don't. And I'm preaching to the choir. I know that. But that's worth saying. Don't be Aries-like on that day. and put it on everybody. That moon is going to opposition the sun naturally. And this is going to be interesting. So on Friday, here's the third aspect for Uranus. Venus squares Uranus going retrograde. Your desires are in conflict with change. Here we go. Hold on, excuse me, y'all. Your desires are in conflict with the changes that are being made. Make sure there are not old desires forced into another space that don't fit anymore. That just hit a nerve for me, motherfucker. I don't know about y'all. How about I wrote it? We oftentimes want to hold on to our desires, especially if you Cancer. Cancer don't like nothing to fucking go. Cancer, I honestly work hard at changing that about myself or adjusting it on some level, letting go. This aspect says your desires are in conflict with the changes. So as the changes are being made, some of the things that you have morphed into who you are, your true desires that are really not really maybe something maybe your mother wanted you to do, something maybe your man wanted you to do, but you took them on as your desires. They are literally going up against the changes that are being made. Maybe because it's not really you, boo-boo. Have you ever think about that? If you're 18 and your mother keeps telling you, go to nursing school, and then Friday comes around, you're like, that's not my desire to go to nursing school. These changes are being made. So you go to school. The changes, you get accepted to the nursing school. How about that? My example. You like the way I put out these weird ass examples? You get accepted by nursing school. So now the desires have to go up against the change, the quick acceptance. Now, what you gonna do, Hammer? You gonna tell your mother you don't want to be a nurse? I'm just saying. That's a real question. Forcing you to look at your own heart's desires in the midst of all these changes that are happening. Make sense? I just reminded you to do what? Go to nursing school? Anjay. Saturday, the moon is in Aries still, but then it pops into Taurus at 9:18 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Before that, though, the moon is opposition Libra. Make sure that the self is straight before moving forward. Make sure that you feel good about you after that fucking full moon in Aries. And you apologize if you blew up the spot, right? So you can move forward and give your partner Mars in Libra, right? Or a fair situation in Libra, right? So you can add yourself, apologize, and then say, this is what I like to bring. The moon in Aries says, this is what I really would like to bring from my core self in order to help being fair, in order to help diplomacy, in order to help my partner. I know I blew up yesterday, but this is what I really felt. This is what I think I can add. Does this make sense? As I look at Roxy say, makes sense. She probably said that 5 minutes ago. On Saturday, the moon quincunxes Mercury. People talking out the side of their necks. Forgive them fast, is what I said. Forgive them fast. We ain't got time. We ain't got time to hold on to it. Remember, it's a quincunx, the moon quincunx Mercury. Ain't got time. People are talking out of their necks. You're getting a little irritated by facts. You're getting irritated by facts. Some things you can't control. So if a fact is a fact, is a fact, is a fact, fuck it, it's a fact. Oh, well, what are we going to do now, boo-boo? You can get irritated by it? You get what I'm saying? Don't get irritated by the information. We got shit to do. Again, the moon is trining, Venus, back in alignment with the passion and the emotional release. Back in alignment. Look for the alignment on Saturday in regards to your desires and your emotions. Now you feel good about doing what it is that you need to do for this change that's coming. Fourth aspect of Uranus, Mercury on Saturday will trine Uranus going retrograde. Find the info, ask the questions to support the changes that are happening. I'm giving y'all fucking info, cuz this is just everything. Thank you, Sonia. You're welcome, Sonia. I appreciate you, Sonia. Oh, no problem, baby. You know how we do this thing. Yeah, we do it all the time. Y'all like how I talk to myself often. The bottom line is like, look, Mercury is like, all right, so find a solution, ask for support, ask the questions, write the emails, call the people, look for the reactions. Like, truly, Mercury is like, I'm trying to set you up because the change is here, cousin. Uranus is like, yep, I'm here. Switch. So how are we gonna handle it mentally? Intellectually. Also, the moon is squaring Pluto going reverse, brewing explosion because someone is threatening your power or authority. Is it the changes that's happening? Are they a part of the changes that are happening? Maybe your employee, your employer, superiority, your employer, your manager in your building. I don't know, anybody that seems to have, in quotes, power or authority over you. There's a square to that. There's a square to the emotions. You may be feeling some kind of way about that, and explosions can be brewing, especially while simultaneously we could be possibly maybe resisting change. See how that happens? How Uranus can be a trigger to Pluto and Pluto can be a trigger to Uranus. Don't let it happen, y'all. Don't let it happen. Go with the changes. Jump, motherfucker, jump. Because behind us, I'm not going back there. Y'all going? Y'all going back to COVID land? To the 80s? To the 50s in Mississippi? I ain't going back. Fuck y'all. You gotta go jump. And in order to jump, there are gonna be some people and situations that are gonna threaten your power. That's the point. They're gonna threaten. Wait, how you jump and get here? You're not supposed to be here. Who said I'm not supposed to be here? I did my motherfucking work. I did my meditations and my guided fucking meditations. I did my fasting. I did my calling out people. I did my tearful conversations with my family and my friends. I have been home alone. That's my story. Home alone. Do you know, squirrel? I can be in this house by myself for a whole week and not one person will check up on me. And that's not for pity. That's just to say, wow, it's very, very interesting how you can exist in a space and have nobody check on you. I don't know why I just thought about that. Pluto, power. I was going back to that. Anyway, it doesn't matter. On Saturday, the moon sextiles Saturn going reverse. So stay disciplined. That's going to be the saving grace. On Saturday, that moon sextile and Saturn, here comes Pisces to the rescue again, is going to be the saving grace because you're going to feel at the end of the day like, oh my God, let me resort to my spiritual discipline again because motherfuckers trying to test my power. The moon and Pluto about to blow up, Where's that other one? Oh, and then the moon and Mercury is kind of weird and irritated. So on this day, I'm gonna just go to God. Saturday, the end of Saturday. Let me just stay with my meditation, stay with my rituals, stay focused on my fears that are coming up and me handling them, managing them inside before I let them express and hurt somebody. Make sense? Okay. On Sunday, last day, the moon in Taurus. Yep. And the last aspect of Uranus, check that out. Mars will irritate Uranus, going retrograde. Move with the change and check your irritations. I just saw a bunch of people going, kicking and scratching, boy. I don't, leave me alone. Kicking and scratching. That's what that looks like. Because Mars is motivation, movement, right? You already noticed by now. Mars is motivation and movement, kicking and scratching against the changes and the switches that are happening. That's the fifth fucking aspect of Uranus this week, y'all. Do y'all not see? Do you not see? The moon is quincunxing the sun. That's a little crunchy on that Sunday too. So it's two crunches. We got Mars crunching on Uranus and the moon crunching on the sun. We can feel a little baddie that day, not knowing what direction to go in, not knowing what changes to really, really take a part in. But here's the moon, conjunction with Jupiter, saying, feel sure about the blessings that are already given again and manifest with gratitude. So on Sunday, as corny as it may sound or may be, just stay thankful. Thankful for the irritations, thankful for the change, thankful for your ego coming up, making you check yourself. Just be thankful. Thankful for the weirdest shit that day so you can bypass the emotional downfall or depression or anger that can come. Make sense? I'm off this bitch. Y'all have any questions? Any questions, concerns? I don't think I'm gonna do a read today, y'all. I gave y'all a lot. I'm good, but I'll come back on Friday. I really, really will. Oh, here's a question. Oh shit, Sonya, can I expand this? Girl, I can't read. Do I view this homelessness as a blessing? Gentrification is real as fuck. I keep telling myself it's going to make me better. Is there anything else I'm missing about this shit? Now, let me say this. This is a very personal question. And you know I don't deal with that, right? You know I don't like personal questions on here, right? That's for everybody. And this is not me whipping you, whoosh, whoosh, pulling out my belt. This is to say is that now I draw my attention to you. However, I'm explaining to y'all, I get down. What I'm going to do is answer this because there's a bigger problem with that. A lot of people are fucking homeless, and I'm not minimizing your shit. And I'm so sorry for what you're going through. But I'm mad because a lot of people moon in Aquarius today. I'm mad because my humanity is saying that I'm tired of all these motherfuckers being homeless, and they set us up this way oftentimes. I was about to go down the road, but I'm not going to go there. Let me say this. Everything is purposeful. Everything is purposeful. Everything is purposeful. Now, in regards to your situation, possibly, I'm not going to get into that. But I will say this much. In regards to what's happening this week, think about the change. Think about the resistance to the change. Think about Uranus as an Aquarius planet. What are you really holding on to? Who are you not calling? Again, I don't know your story, and we don't have to have a conversation. But the real question is, what are you resistant to? Do you want to do it differently this time, or you still want to get back in that building or get back in that old house? You see where I'm going? And again, it always makes me scratch my head with personal questions because I can't see your face. I can't study your energy, and I don't want to take time from everybody else. So I hope that helped in some kind of way, because I do know a lot of people are homeless right now. And it's personal, but it ain't personal. Meaning that I think the government has a lot to do with a lot of shit. But at the same time, we govern ourselves. Spirit is in control of this. So what you gonna do, Hammer? What you gonna do different, baby? What you gonna do different? That's a real question. And again, it's not me beating you up. Okay. Any other questions? Say more. That's had question marks, but I don't know if that's a question. All right, y'all. I think we're going to be out of this piece. I can't wait to read y'all comments. Yes, it helped. Thank you. And I hope it helped someone else too. Me too, my child. Let's go, royal lady. I'm so grateful that you said that like that. And I'm glad you understand me. What sign are you, my child? For booking a reading with you, does a person need to come with a question, or can we just hear from spirit? Both. Absolute. Both. Oh, the meditation I'm doing now, way? I'm going to text you. I'm going to text you it as soon as I get off of this thing. Because I don't remember it off riff, to be truthful with you. All I know is it's a guided meditation for sleep to let go. So if you Google that, or I should say search that in YouTube, it'll probably come up with several, whatchamacallits. But I will definitely send you the specific one. For booking a reading with me. I wanted to tell you, Lenice, my 90-minute readings are comprised of three things. You can definitely come with questions. But the first part of our reading within the 90 minutes is that I just get downloads and just ramble like I ramble with y'all, but I give myself permission to be more open. I censor a lot when we're on YouTube for obvious reasons. But so I opened up and I listened to your people, and they download all the information they need to download for you in that moment. If you have questions after that, we'll absolutely address them. The second part will go into your natal chart based on your time, your date, and place of birth. And then the third part, we do a 5-card tarot spread. So there you go. I love to share. I love to share. Yeah, Scorpio, and you read me last week and it was dope as fuck. Oh, my child. Thank you. Thank you, sweetie pie face. I appreciate that. I felt the resistance though. That's why I asked. Scorpio is a fixed sign. Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, and Aquarius. So it's a fixed sign, right? Which means it's stubborn as fuck. This week, there's a lot of Aquarius information because Uranus is Aquarius's planet. Y'all get where I'm going? If she's a Scorpio and she's up against Aquarius information, first of all, that's a square. Second of all, that's fixed on top of fixed. Nobody wants to move. That's why maybe Spirit said, yo, what don't you want to move on? You get that? Because somehow you got to play it. You got to be a little bit more vulnerable with the changes that are happening. Because again, what lasted or what was alive in the last couple of years, or I should say what helped, it was beneficial, is just not working in a new life. It's not working in a new world. It's not working. It's not working. Y'all don't see that? Questions? Anybody have questions? I'd love to answer questions and try to make them as general as possible. But if they won't, I'll flip it if I can. Right? Y'all with me? All right. I don't see no, whatchamacallit, no more questions. Let me read the card then for the week. Oh, I swear y'all gonna think I rigged this shit. This one for sure, y'all gonna think I rigged. Come on, babies. Come on, y'all. Come on, honey. What? Y'all, can y'all give me a little couple more likes? 35 people in here. Can I get a couple more likes? Let YouTube know I'm doing my fucking job. I appreciate that. Trust, y'all. That's the card for this week. As Uranus is doing a freaking trapeze act, changing and switching and flipping and oh my, blah, 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 hey, woo. You understand what I'm saying? Trust. Come on, God. Come on, y'all. We part of a special force here. Y'all better know it. Now is the moment to be a bungee jumper without the cord. It is this quality of absolute trust with no reservation or secret safety nets that the night of water demands from us. There is a tremendous sense of exhilaration when we can take the jump and move into the unknown, even if the idea scares us to death. And when we take trust to the level of the quantum leap, we don't make any elaborate plans or preparations, y'all. We don't say, okay, I trust I know what I'm going to do right now, and I'll settle my things, and I'm going to pack my suitcase, I'm going to take it with me. Nah, we just jump with hardly a thought of what happens next. The leap is the thing, though, and the thrill of it as we free fall through the empty sky. This card gives a hint about what waits for us at the other end. A soft, yummy, pink, rose petal, juicy. Nah, come on. I like that they end it like that. Every time I read it, I chuckle. Because when you trust, you don't expect that the landing is going to be pink. You don't expect that it's going to be for you. Because there you go controlling again with your expectations, right? They said, nah, come on, just jump. Just trust. The magic of trusting is not knowing where you're going and always knowing that people got you. Somebody got you. You gonna land. You gonna land. Almost always. Why? Because nothing dies. Nothing goes away. It just keeps transforming. We just keep moving. You gonna land. So trust these shifts happening, all right? Please and very please. I love you. I'm off this mother. Y'all take care of yourself. All right? Hit me up when you can. Have a conversation with me on Instagram every now and again. God. Goofy. Love y'all. Adios.